Hello, welcome back to the channel. I have been having this niggling feeling for the last few days and it has been amplifying, and today it absolutely exploded. Call of Duty Twitter is in a fire sale right now, and I have seen this before. Will Modern Warfare 2 along with the rest of the universe flop? I am talking Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and DMZ. We have been here before, a developer that refuses to listen to its player base. Battlefield 2042, Halo Infinite, they are casualties of this. One drifting away from its core mechanics that made gamers fall in love with their games. These games were challenging Call of Duty, but ended up being subpar. Battlefield attempted to appeal to too broad an audience. The irony is that Battlefield fans said that 2042 felt too much like Call of Duty. This past beta weekend, I heard people say that Modern Warfare 2 feels like Battlefield. Imposter syndrome. Games take from each other all the time, and that is fine, but it feels like they're losing their identities. People chastise Apple for not being bold and innovative, yet when Activision do it, there are issues. Or Overwatch was chastised for being an unofficial DLC, yet Call of Duty community wants the same old games. EA DICE released Battlefield buggy, lacking content for long periods. The main issue that resulted in this is the quest for money. Don't get me wrong, a company's goal is to make profit, and oh boy have Activision made profit, all since 2020. Battlefield had three main modes: All Out Warfare, Portal, and Hazard Zone. Oh look, does this remind you of someone? Call of Duty has added traditional multiplayer, which kind of goes along with All Out Warfare, Warzone, which takes a history of old maps, that's Portal, and DMZ, Hazard Zone. What kind of name is Hazard Zone? It's literally Warzone, but just Hazard on it. Lazy. Hazard Zone, another imposter, replica, extraction game. Activision have stuck their fingers in too many pots. Could all of this be avoided? Yes, it still can be. Delay Warzone, make necessary changes to Modern Warfare 2. So many things are plaguing Modern Warfare 2 right now. Classic minimap. Infinity Ward say that they don't want casuals to feel hunted. Well, excuse me, they're gonna feel hunted when everyone's popping UAVs all the time. They also said they don't want people to spend too much time looking at the minimap. Well, I found myself spending even more time looking at the minimap, trying to decipher what was going on the map, looking for where my teammates were, looking at where the enemies could be, and oh look, someone spawns behind me and kills me. Also, we don't want to punish players for firing their weapons. Yo, they can learn how to build a gun. What is the point in having a suppressor? I built my gun initially with a suppressor on it. That's out of habit. Then I remembered they're absolutely useless and I took them off. There's a whole petition, and I signed it. Forget putting on high alert. You're dead before you can turn. If I started getting shot from behind me, I just didn't bother moving. I just accepted it. I just put the controller that, yeah, you got me. Because I kid you not, it was not worth my energy to try and turn. 90% of the time, you're dead. Activision are getting data from past Call of Duties and getting results that favor players that are not good at the game. I remember the first Call of Duty I played. Yo, I got bleeped on hard, but I picked myself up every time, dedicated to getting better. I'm not even at my best form yet, but yet playing in hard lobbies, it makes you better. It does make you improve. You want to improve. You don't get things handed to you in these lobbies. You have to work for them and earn them. Imagine I've gotten better now. Looking forward for casual players coming back to play Call of Duty. Then they just take everything off the minimap. There's so many content creators. If you don't know how to make a gun, don't know how to build a gun, then direct them to the content creators. There's so many guides on the Call of Duty website. Advertise them more. First 20 ranks for people. Give them a training process. SBMM is still something. It's still alive and well. They're going to be in easy lobbies most of the time anyways. Lobbies getting disbanded. We're just so used to them now. I had a great game the other day. It was the nicest lobby I've ever been in. We were literally going at it hard all through the match. At the end of it, everybody was like, wow, that was such a good game. We really did enjoy that. Everybody enjoyed it in the lobby. That shouldn't, and then it was disbanded. That shouldn't really be happening. We should still have carried on again, gone again. Who would have known what the outcome could have been? We're not building on that sense of community. The community now is just a Twitter. It's not in-game. The UI needs rework. This feels like deja vu to me. I watched this battlefield completely flop right in front of my eyes. The UI was clumsy, it was overcomplicated. They eventually fixed it, but you need to keep it simple. Footsteps, they're just so loud right now. If you hear footsteps, people just stop, aim down sight. So many times I jumped into someone hard scoping, not walls, jumped because I got to keep jumping around for the movement. And I mean, don't get me started on movement. TTK, movement improvements, and ninja perk. Those three things will be in a step in the right direction to improving the game. Ninja perk and movement. Imagine we've gone from Recrack Island, the movement and the sweat dripping off of me after a session of Rebirth Island. It feels like we were driving at 150 miles per hour, which is 241 kilometers per hour, by the way. And now we're driving at 60 miles per hour, which is 96 kilometers per hour, by the way. It doesn't work. The thing is, Activision give clues on the future. Before Caldera dropped, the end circles and Verdansk were ending in open spaces. Who figured? We ended up in an open space map. Now, they took away the drug in Vanguard called Ship House because, that's the only thing that we had. Mindless shooting because the game wasn't that good. Rebirth Island. I believe they're going to completely remove Rebirth Island for a month or so when Warzone 2.0 releases. The game has a great foundation, but I have learned from Bush.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
As a console player, I should be really pissed off right now. They finally added FOV slider. Whoop-dee. Should have been there in Modern Warfare 19. Should have been there in Warzone as well. We've endured less frames and locked at 80 FOV. Okay, you give us a slider, then you remove movement. How are you going to remove movement? It makes no sense. Me trying to break cameras now results in me either pulling it off or jumping directly into their gun. Point blank, TTK, dead. With all of these changes that they've made, it feels like they're trying to get to 100 million players. I would like to see a breakdown of which side buys more items from the stores. Is it, quote unquote, the sweats or the casuals? By the way, the game crashes on PS5 constantly. Guess what? On PS5, we now dev error. Gone are the days that developers can make a game and we accept it. Imagine if GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 wasn't that good. We would not be here today. Keep it simple, Activision. Keep to your roots. You can see the majority of the community is saying it doesn't feel right. Trust us. Listen. Make the necessary adjustments. Keep your core fans that have stuck with the franchise. The casuals you're appealing to, they left before, they will leave again. Keep the fans that will be here every day for the next 2 years onto the next Call of Duty releases. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to, don't worry.
The enemy holds 2 objectives. Get them securing objective Alpha. Enemy hostile counter UAV overhead. We control Alpha. We have lost Charlie. Enemy UAV overhead. Hostiles launched an SAE.
Oh, fucking sorry.
We are losing Alpha. We have lost all. Securing Charlie.
Reload! What would I?
Charlie secure. They're gaining ground. We are taking
Pretty
Bravo.
rapid at killing people.
What is?
Yeah.
I'm a B, I need help. Help with B.
Enemy UAV active. They're losing Charlie. Bravo secure. Enemy is securing Charlie. Enemy is securing Bravo.
He took some bullets, didn't he?
Loading!
Is that guy back?
UAV ready to deploy. They're losing Charlie. Copy. UAV orbiting.
Shorty asked where I come from. I told her the green, white, green. Louis on the neck, she wanna stunt on all them girls that have been 18.